Hello and a very good day to all my friends and Dr. Fatime. My name is Brennan Melton, but you can call me Bren for short. And I have one thing to ask of you. What do you know about speech production? What do you understand about the concept of it? Have you forgotten about it? No? Maybe? Well, today I'm going to explain all of you the concept of the speech production. So, so the speech production here is this complex physiological process that which humans create this spoken language. It requires a precise pinpoint accuracy, coordination, and timing. It also involves like hundreds of muscle movements from multiple organ systems to produce even a single spoken language there. And it involves three major systems. And I'm going to be talking about their vocal apparatus components. So the first one is the respiratory system. The apparatus is the lungs, the diaphragm, and the intercostal muscles. And these three things are to function as a air pressure regulator and flow rate regulator as well. It is the power source for all of the speeches that are produced, and it is where the airflow are produced from the lungs and it travels up to the throat. And this part is the phonatory system. Yes, involves the use of the larynx and the vocal folds too. Like, yeah, you can see it right here, right? So the phonatory system is where the airflow has been converted into sounds via vocal full vibration, and as the vocal folds vibrate and as the sounds are produced from it, it travels towards this part right here, the lips, the jaw, the mouth, and the velum itself. And this is where articulatory system comes in, where these parts of the organs are there to shape and modify sounds into speech. And also it is the importance of maybe like the factors of the place and the manner of articulation to further modify those sounds into an intelligible speech. Now for the next part, it is the speech chain, which is the communication to speech. So the speech chain, it is a continuous cycle that connects the speaker and the listener. It goes on and on and on again, and it happens way too frequently. Yeah. So the first one is the speaker's brain, which is where all your linguistic messages and the articulations are processed and planned and formulated, all of these. And then once it's done, the speech organs, the second one, the speech organs, they begin to execute in commands, the motor commands, and up the air by channeling the air through all of these organs here and transforming them into these acoustic sound waves. And then once it travels out from the mouth as speeches, it is received by the listener's ear, and then the listener's brain will process all these sounds into a meaningful language or a sound that they can understand. Now for the airstream mechanics, yes, it is where the air sets in motion to create these aerodynamic conditions that are necessary for producing speeches. And it is powered And all these speech sounds are powered by something called a pulmonic egressive airstream. Yeah. And that is where the air is pushed up from the lungs. And it was used in all languages. And also, and without it, and without those mechanics there, without proper breath support, your vocal folds cannot vibrate effectively. So it is essential to prioritize proper breath support when you want to do a public speech or pronunciation teaching. And speaking of vibrations, let's talk about phonation. So the phonation, it happens in the larynx part, like this one. When the passing airstream from the lungs causes the vocal folds to vibrate, or determines if the vocal folds themselves vibrate or not. And the folds themselves, the vibrations, and also the rate of the vocal vibration is determined by the pitch itself. So, like, let me give you examples. If the vibration is faster, the vocal folds vibrates faster, it is a higher pitch. You are producing a higher pitch. Something like this. Ah! You want to give you... You feel your vocal folds vibrate faster when you try to make the sound. And if it's slower, if the vocal folds vibrate slower, it produces a lower pitch of the sound. Oh, you can feel it, right? You can feel the more subtle vibrations. Vibrations are getting more visible. Or if you want to really lower, so it is possible. And it is possible to create a lower pitch, which is like you constrict the pharynx here. Your mouth should be like, mouth will be like this, position like this, and your vocal folds, your larynx and your pharynx, you have to constrict it lower. You have to push it lower, so that you have to something like that. And as for the articulatory process, I'm going to give you, and for the next and probably the final part is the articulatory process. Yes, there are five articulatory process. The first one is the initiation, which is just to give you a brief example. The lungs compress, it generating the airflow through the trachea right here, and it passes up through the larynx to produce a sound. And that's where the second stage comes in, phonation. I've already explained this before, but I'm gonna give you like a brief summary. During the second stage, the second process of the stage, now during the second stage, the vocal folds will vibrate. Your vocal folds vibrate or remain open, transforming the airflow itself into acoustic sounds. And then, once it travels up to your pharynx, the third stage comes in, resonance, where the sound waves flow and through and shaped by the pharynx and the oral and nasal cavities to produce a unique acoustic properties. And for the fourth stage, which is the articulation, it is when your tongue, your lips, mouth, and velum come to play to modify the sounds into meaningful phonemes, to acoustic phonemes that you can understand. And then the fifth one, the radiation, the final process, which is where those modified sounds exit through the mouth, travels through the air as speech sounds. And I have to give a yes, I have to mention something called a phenomenon called co-articulation. It's where all these stages of articulatory process overlap with each other during a fluent speech. eh? So I guess that's all from me, and I hope you can understand and learn from all these topics and the subjects and all, so that we may one day be a great future educator to all of our future students. And that's all from me. See ya.